Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my go-to nude look, which just so happens to be like my favorite look of all time. It's just like, you know, one of those looks that you just feel good in? This is it right here. When I need to feel good, this is what I'll do. I don't really have to say anything else except for if you guys are new here, make sure to click that subscribe button. I post new videos every Friday. I just want to make sure you guys don't miss any of them. And also, I've heard a lot of talk about how people are not seeing videos that they're subscribed to, so people that they're subscribed to don't show up in their subscription boxes. So if that's one of you and you want to see my videos, make sure to click the bell right next to my subscribe button, turn on notifications, and you guys will be notified every time that I post here on my channel. So if you guys have done that, let's go ahead and get into the look. Alright, we just quickly jumped over to me fresh face. I have nothing on except for my brows, of course, just to save a little bit of time. And I'm going to start off with a primer. Just recently, I started experimenting with some primers simply because I had a bunch of them in my collection, so I decided to start using them. One of them is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. This is supposed to smooth and pore perfect. So I think I've learned that less is more when it comes to primers, so I'm just kind of dabbing this onto the T-zone. And then for foundation, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this is one that I'll use it for a few days and then I'll take a break from it and I'll go like a few weeks without trying it again. I haven't done a full review for you guys just yet because I'm not 100% sure how I feel. I'm still not sure about how I feel about the color, but anywho, I'm just applying this all over the face to give myself a nice layer of coverage to work with. One thing I do really like about the foundation though is how it sets. So like I was saying, I like to let it sit on my skin and then move on to my eyes and then come back and do concealer. And I can do that because it kind of sets on its own. Like it still feels a little bit like a gel right now, but it's not moving around a lot. So I don't even have to worry about setting it. I can do my eyes. And to prime them, I'm using my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot. And then for shadow, you guys know just how much I love this Tartelette Bloom palette. There's just so many good neutral shadows in here, like this one especially, you can see. It's called Flower Child. I've used that one almost completely up. It's just like a nice wash of color all over the lid. Even if you just want to do like one shadow mascara, you're good, but I just like using it as a base for a majority of my shadows, which is why it's pretty much almost gone. So you can see with this lid, it's so subtle, like the color looks really similar to my skin tone, but just a little bit more than this side that has nothing on it. You can see it's a little bit more bright, kind of warms up my skin a little bit. So I really layered that color on, taking it up almost like a little past my crease. And then now I like to go in with this shadow called Charmer. It's the lightest one in the palette, and I just like to pop that on my brow bone. And I like this shadow because it's a light and bright one, but it's not super stark. Like it's not like a super bright white. It just kind of melts into the skin and makes it look very natural. And now for the crease, I like to use Smarty Pants. So I take this with like a fluffy blending brush. And what I like to do is start from the outside of the eye and just kind of work in. And you're really just popping this right into the hollow of your crease. So when you look down, wherever that brush fits. This palette, by the way, smells amazing. It smells so sweet. I like to keep this really soft, so I just keep blending back and forth. And then I also bring the color right in here, like on the bridge of this bone here, like your inner tear duct, just to kind of give this area of your eye a little bit of definition and kind of connect everything. And now I like to let my shadow sit for a few minutes until I have my liner on, because then I'll know where I need to go back in and really sharpen it up and everything. So I'm going to do a very subtle winged liner, and for this I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Liner Noir. It's a felt tip liner and I like it because it doesn't fray. And the lashes I'm using are from Kiss. I don't remember the exact name of them, but I'll find out and I'll list them in the description box for you guys. I think they're really pretty. They're not too heavy, like they don't take over my whole eye, but they still add a little bit of glam, which I really like. Now going back to the shadows, what I like to do is take a little bit more of the same color that I was using in the crease earlier, this time on a more dense brush. So I'm using like a MAC crease brush instead of the blending brush that I was using before, and just going straight into the hollow of my eye and really chiseling out my crease. It just adds a really nice dimension to the eye, especially right here on the outer brow bone. It just kind of pulls everything together. If you wanted, you could always use a darker brown in here as well, but I like to keep it really soft, especially if you're doing this for more of an everyday daytime look. But if it was nighttime, I would chisel it out with a little bit of a darker brown. Ooh, that would be nice. So now I'm gonna go in with, do I even gotta tell you? Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer SX9. I'm just gonna set underneath the eyes and actually the rest of the face using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in Medium Plus. From here, I go in and I bronze up my face. Again, I can't get away from my Hoola bronzer. If you guys watch my videos all the time, you know it is my go-to bronzer. It just looks good on everybody, every tone, every shade. So I just start with the cheekbones and I just kind of swirl it all around, bring it up onto the temples and then the hairline, because I'm actually feeling really pale with this foundation right now, so I gotta warm it up. Look at that compared to the other side. Yes. Yes. Although, so let me blend this area out a little. And now for the touch of color on my cheeks, I again can't get away from my Coralista blush. I love a coral blush with a nude look because it just goes so nicely with everything, especially if you pair it with a corally, peachy lipstick, which I'm going to. So I just swirl it on the apples and you see how it has that glow? Everything else on my face is pretty matte except for this, and that's usually how I like to keep it. And then maybe a little bit of a glossy lip. Going back to the eyes for one more second just to pull everything together, I'm taking a little bit of this shade. That's the Smarty Pants. It's like the medium brown, and I'm putting that along my lower lash line. And I don't like this to be super heavy or anything, so I just do a light sweep of it, connecting it up into like the wing, and it just kind of softens the look and blends everything together. And for lips, you guys know I will not do this look without my Kevyn Aucoin medium lip pencil. So I'm just lining right outside of my natural lip lines. And I think I got a lot of you guys hooked on it too, because I get messages all the time with, thank you Trina for introducing me to the medium lip pencil. It's just like the most beautiful, it's just so great. It's just beautiful. And then I just use the pencil to fill in the lips as well. I'll usually put a little bit of MAC Peachstock lipstick in the center or just all over, but I'll show you this first. Just like that. Just gonna go ahead and fill them all in. Love, like these two together, oh, this is like my go-to look pretty much all the time. Like whenever you guys ask me what's on my lips, this is usually it. And some days I'll leave it just like this, or I'll add a little bit of gloss in the centers. The one that I have in my purse that I've been loving lately is the Anastasia Gilded Gloss and the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick, even though it's more of like a gloss, and this is in Nude Thrill. I think if I had a little bit of a heavier eye, I would do the Gilded because this is going to be super nude, but to add a little touch of color, I'm going to do the Nude Thrill. And that is my go-to nude look. I hope you loved it as much as I do. If you did, you know what to do. Give the video a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe if you're new. You can also click this box right here to check out my vlog channel. It's called Life with Trina. And then one more thing, if you have any video requests, stuff that you want to see me film, leave that in the comments and I will check it out and I will try and create some really fun content for you guys over the next few weeks. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.